Hi everyone. This is the first part of my PolyExpress 80% speedrun guide. So today we're going to be looking at RNG Manip. And we can probably sort of just go into what levels may be affected by this. And of course we're going to talk about seeds, which is a really important part of your run. And so let's start with that topic actually, on seeds. So I've got a save state here. I'm using the Dolphin emulator, GameCube. So my F1 save state is basically a fresh load or whatever, like a new save. So we'll talk about what the seed is. Basically, once you get to this screen over here, anything you type in, and then you press OK, will generate a seed, and that can impact a few levels. So in my run, in my run, I use this seed. It's just literally anus. But the thing is that I'm credit for Pixel the Square for teaching me this. They kind of taught me that anything you do between this screen and the keyboard screen influences your seed. So your seed could be A, and sorry, this includes movement. So using D-pad, pressing, I don't know, maybe the back button, like going up and down on this screen. Even changing the language can affect your seed. So for this seed over here, I just loaded a fresh save and I went onto this screen. And there's a very sort of specific way that I typed in this. So I did A. I go down to right here, down here, and then I go all the way down, go right to U, and then S. And then I go down twice, and I hit OK. And that pretty much just generates my seed that I use. And it's in this seed where I know the patterns, or recognize the patterns, so it's much easier, and it's much faster as well. So I might do one kind of other example, just if I wasn't clear. So if we did this, we just pressed A, and then A again, and then we typed in A all the way down, then pressed OK, we get a seed, right? Now, if you did this, where you were on this screen, you go down, you just go down, maybe go into options, fiddle around with the language if you're on PAL, my audio options maybe. We did that, and then you go back to here, press A again to get into there. Now, if you do the exact same thing I did before, which was just type A all the way down, press OK, you are going to get a different seed to what you did before. Because on this on this fresh save that you did before, all you did was just press A twice, pressed A as your like name thing, whatever, and then pressed OK, right? And so that can influence your seed. And so if we're going just one more time, the seed I use for my world record run, you just type A, go all the way right, down, N, right U, LS, left S, down, and then OK. And so because I'm using Dolphin, I just hit a save state like here, so I don't have to, when I had to do a reset, I don't have to go through the entire process of just restarting the game and doing that. Right, so we'll talk about the first level that is influenced by your seed. So in this level, the premise is that This is kid, he's lost his ticket, and he thinks they're inside like one of these Jack-in-the-Boxes. And so you have to kind of wind them open, but you can only wind them if you like shines his flashlight on it, or else it's not going to work.
That wasn't the
Yep,
one.
so if you don't get the ticket in the box, that's kind of what happens. These things pop out, they can do damage to you. It's quite annoying. Yep. So first I'll talk about how to do this level. You should already lab out which order you should hit these in. So for me, it's that, and then I hit purple. And it'll be there every time. Every time it will be there. However, what is not going to happen every time is that when you open this box, which already know has a Jack-in-the-Box, if I open it, the kid on the right can go into two different animations. He could either one, just like cower back, or he could crouch down. You want him to be standing. So I'll give you an example when it happens. Okay, so you don't want him to do that because he doesn't recover as quickly into a state where he can shine the flashlight. But if you get the other one, which is, I'll just see if I can get it here. Yeah, if you get that, he can just do that and you immediately get it. You can see like how before he kind of like, he didn't really shine the torch on the purple one. He kind of walked a bit and then shined it. This part is kind of important, I guess, in terms of runs, because you can save quite a bit of seconds from doing this.
Did you?
So I'll just do one commentary.
That wasn't the one.
So you wanted to do that. Alright, so that was good. You can pretty much restart the run at this point if he doesn't. It's like literally near the start. And if you don't miss that ticket, you might be wasting a few seconds. So consider restarting if that happens. Right, so to kind of show what I mean, I did another save state on a different seed this time. It's got Poopy. Unfortunately, I don't kind of remember how to do it, but you can experiment for yourself. There's like millions of seeds probably that you can run. I believe I did something like P, went to P, O, scroll down, left. Sorry, P, and then like went up, E. Right, so let's see how it changes. Remember that on our anus seed we had it was like a purple and orange. It was the orange one at the top, and then the purple one at the bottom had the ticket. So now look how it's different. You don't have a orange one up here. Yeah, we just flip the camera around, and you don't have a purple one down here. So obviously now what you have to do is lab out which ones have. And from my memory, you have to hit red and then pink. So usually if you get a positioning like this, you kind of want to find a new seed, because it is just more efficient to hit 1, 2 rather than hit 1, go over here, wait for him to come over, hit that. Yeah, so that's kind of just the thing.
You do something?
So the next level that may have some kind of like incorporation of RNG Manip is repair the engine. I haven't tested out for myself this yet, but I'm purely going off what Pixel the Square said, how he found a seed. It was just called A, and then he said that you guaranteed 52 seconds to complete it. Now, what we're going to do now is actually check if there's an RNG to this, or it's going to be all the same. So what we're going to do is note down the patterns. So, there are 5 parts for you to well, there's 10 parts in total, but there's 5 of each color. You need to collect. Just for the sake of simplicity, I actually don't know the name of these parts, but I'd really love to learn them. Just for the sake of simplicity, we'll call them, just starting from the top, it'll be like green 1, green 2, green 3, green 4, green 5. And then on the right, we have yeah, pretty much the same. Blue 1, blue 2, blue 3, blue 4, blue 5. So what we're going to do is run this emulation at like maybe 50%, and we'll use this to take down I guess the patterns in which the parts appear, and see some of which ones are quicker than others. Oh well, we just want to see what the what parts, or if the parts are, if they spawn differently in different order, because we can look at time in another video, I guess, but we just want to focus on parts. So obviously what we have here, we have blue 4. And you just chuck that over here. Next we have green 1. There's actually a really funny glitch that can happen. Like I did it on one of my runs. The last level is the skiing level, and sometimes when you go onto this stage, if you're like mashing A, the hero boy will actually turn around, and it's pretty funny. I'm gonna clip over on my Discord. So we got green 1, that was next. Next one is the speedometer, that was like blue 5. Ideally in a run, you do not want to miss a part at all. You just want to get all of them. Obviously you're gonna have, and they kind of recycle the parts. You kind of get ones that you've already gotten. You just have to skip those, because you kind of want to skip those, because sometimes you'll pick up a part by accident, and by the time you and there'll be like another part you actually need coming down, and by the time you literally throw away that part, the part you need is already gone, or it's gone behind you. You can't even grab it. Next, it looks like we have blue 3, so green 3 and blue 3. I just threw away the and then we have blue 4 again. Yeah, that's pretty stupid. Yep, and then we got blue 5 again. So obviously my seed that I use in my world record one is but there's so many things I can change with the seed. Like you can get a really fast jack in a box, but a really slow repair the engine. But this is the seed I used in my world record. In my current world record time I used PAL actually, and I changed the language to German, so that anus seed is not the same as this one in the NTSC where I didn't touch anything in the main screen. So we already took down green 1. Just that. Right, looks like we got green 2 this time. Sorry, it just sounds demented. And then blue 2. Green 5. That looks like blue 1. Now for this one in particular, you want to move and then get it. You don't want to throw it, because like I think that if you throw it, if you're on the animation and you get hit, then you will pretty much drop the part, and that will waste quite a bit of time since you have to wait for the next rotation to occur. So this looks like green 3. That's next. Yep. Oh wait, that kind of worked. Yep, and then we got blue 3. Right, this green one coming up is pretty easy to choke if you haven't done it properly. If you didn't pick up blue 3 before, you might miss this green one if you're not fast enough. So it'll be green 4, and then blue 4. If you miss, so you actually do have a couple of chances with B. You have 2 chances with B3 actually. So if you do miss your blue 3, then you have 1 more chance to get it. But it's a very tight window, especially at 100%. So just make sure you get all the parts, right? So obviously I didn't fail to show if it will repeat, but I'll actually do that. I'll do it 100. just like kind of to emulate what a real run would look like. Oops, wrong
You
level.
do something?
Yep. So
This way, boy. That's the part I'm looking for.
kind of eventually you just kind of memorize which ones you already have. So pretty easy one.
Toss that one to
Here you
me.
go.
That's the part I'm looking for.
I do have to do a
You don't
time.
need that
Yeah, so like
right
you can
now.
just skip those. Like, they're really obvious that you've already got. Skip that one. So obviously, yeah, we still gotta just run like a really
That's it.
really
Come on,
fast
you.
scene.
That's the one I need.
Yep. So what did I just miss? I missed the.
That's the part
It
I'm
was a
looking for.
green.
That's the
Whatever.
part.
I kind of forgot.
We don't need that right now. Toss that one to me.
Very tight window, you can tell. Oh, I missed the blue too. Right. Now, in this rotation that we've got, there is only one blue 2. So, you better make sure you get that blue 2 part, or you are going to have to wait. I believe the cycle just restarted. It's like B5 now. The next part is green 1. This one is... It's green 2. Okay, so it looks like the cycles are different. And then it's blue 2. Then green 5. So I got green 5. You should go to B1. And afterwards you go to green 3. Yeah, so the cycle does repeat. And then you go to blue 3. Correct.
Here you go.
Green 4. B4. And now it will restart. I don't think it starts at blue 4 though. It starts at blue 5. So it starts at blue 5. Green 1. Okay, so my pattern was B4, G1, B5, G3, B3, B4, B5. It started at B5 and G1. So that's just something to note the pattern. I'll upload these patterns in a text file, just for the seed. So just something you can refer to, I guess. Yeah, so I write down the full rotation, pretty much. And that's just it. Now we'll look at the pee-poo seed and just see if that actually changes.
What's happening? Shouldn't you do something?
Train has been stopped. Our whistle.
We got blue 4. So I'm starting to suspect that this doesn't impact... The seed doesn't impact the, it at all. Oh, I should have just picked it up, honestly. Okay, yeah, oh, never mind. So we got B4,
That's the part I'm looking
green 1,
That's the one I need.
then blue 5. If it's green 3, then it doesn't impact it. Okay, so you can't. Okay, never mind. So it turns out you still can get that. I just tossed it to the wrong person. Then it's blue 3. Okay, so just stuff everything I've just said about this level. No matter what seed you're gonna get, it's the same. So so I guess it'll be helpful then if I just upload a text file of this pattern, just for you to refer to. Right. So now that's out the fucking way, we can go on to our last RNG influence level. Right. So in the tubes level, which I like to call intersection, because this kind of reminds me of the Green Planet stage on F-Zero GX. We can get shift boost in the tube. There's basically two things you have to take into account. There is the colors that appear inside the tube versus what the game tells you to get. So one thing to note is that the tube layout does not change at all. So we're looking at round 4. which I started from, is going to be green, green, blue. Yeah, it'll be green, green, blue every time. However, I believe that the pattern that the game wants you to do is different every time. Because on this seed, see how I've gotten yellow here? I've gotten a seed that has given me green, blue, green, green, blue. Now this pattern is green, green, blue, yellow, yellow, green, right? So our first yellow is coming up after the second, well, it's on the second triplet pretty much. So I've got yellow, 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 green, blue, yellow. Yep, and it will like always be 5 that you have to hit for round 4. Now, if we're looking at our last one, which is GB, GGB versus YYG, BY, we can have a look at which one is actually better. So, looking at our pattern, I'll also upload this. We have Y, G, so you gotta hit 3 in a row, and then blue, Y. So, this is actually better than green, blue, green, green, blue, because it's just that with green, blue, green, green, blue, there you kind of hit them over several, I guess, like triplets of patterns. Whereas with this one, with yellow, yellow, green, blue, yellow, yes, okay, that's right. You basically just hit 5 of them in a row, and that literally occurs within the second and third triplets. What was the other pattern that I mentioned? Occurs between the first, second, third, and fourth triplets. So obviously this one will save time. So this is RNG Manip. I don't think this is seed influenced. This is just RNG. Like, I don't think your seed will impact it at all. I'll have to do another save from Anus and just see how it goes, because I'm not too sure. Now I have another save state for Peepoo on tubes. I believe that is F9. I have to do that from the emulation tab. Yep. Okay. So we got yellow, yellow, green, blue, yellow. Oh. Did we just get? Is this the same one? Wait. Okay, we'll just see. So you hit 1, 2. Okay, so now we got a different one. Okay. So we'll call this Peepoo. We got yellow, yellow, blue. Obviously, you can already see immediately less efficient. And then green. The next one is yellow, so we already missed one. And then double green. Just hit it. Yep, so I might want to mention a technique that it's called quick turning, which is that you can turn with the analog stick, just like left, right. If you turn using if you do L, if you turn left and then you hold L, or you turn right and you hold R, you can't turn quicker. So that's important if you're going at high speeds and you kind of need to hit like a, I don't know, we call it like a color player, like that's like kind of opposite to where you are at the moment. So that kind of helps. So we can tell from yellow, yellow, blue, green, green. So yellow, yellow, blue, green, green. That is even worse than the first pattern I mentioned, which is green, blue, green, blue, because this is spread over 5 triplets, right? Your yellow, yellow occurs on the second triplet. your blue occurs on the the start of the third triplet, and your double green starts on the fourth triplet and starts on the fifth triplet. So I really have no idea if the seed actually influences this stage, because my green blue green green blue that I made, probably, I really don't know if that was done during anus or was it a different seed. But okay. So anyway, besides that, I think that pretty much concludes the whole topic of RNG manip and using seeds. Eventually I'll think of what to do for chapter 2, well not chapter 2, for the second part in the guide. I think I might cover optimization techniques, or I might look at just platforming, I guess, and execution. And maybe AI patterns is actually a really good one to follow, since you can actually do it. But nevertheless, hopefully this guide was useful. If you do have any questions, more than welcome to leave a comment, and I or someone else will respond to them. So, hope you enjoyed that video.